Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 25th, 2024. Good morning and welcome to our coffee talk. I've got a good mug of coffee here. Believe it or not, it's snowing here, which is lovely and pretty and beautiful, but not on April 25th. But here we go. I guess it's our last and final, hopefully, snowfall up here. I'm from Ontario, Canada, so if you're joining me and you're not from up here, welcome. So we are going to do a beautiful channel message today and a frequency connection. I used to call them frequency upgrades, but it's as if we are not. I feel like the upgrade is like we're basic and we need an upgrade. So I didn't really love that connotation, so I'm calling them a connection. So for those of you who are joining me live, good morning. And for those, good morning, Rosalie. Yes, no, girl. And for those of you who are on the replay, hello, welcome. Thanks for finding me. And today we wanted to chat about something called the overwhelm. The overwhelm. And I feel like I was a really good student and lived the overwhelm yesterday, so I could come and teach you about it today. Yeah. So when I went in and I asked, and I totally forgot to introduce myself for those people that are catching me. My name is Paula Haick, and I'm a conscious channel medium and a teacher. And I love these channel teachings because I love coming live every morning and being able to offer some inspiration from my guides to help you, wobbles, to help you through your day. Okay, so that's that. So we're going to talk about the overwhelm today. And maybe last night you were kind of feeling that really full Scorpio moon. And the Scorpio moon, hi Sharon, Scorpio moon was calling for a lot of feelings. Scorpio is deep, intense, and the pink moon was allowing for a lot of old shadow work to come up and out. And I definitely was feeling overwhelmed yesterday. So in a way, thank you for the overwhelm yesterday and the teaching, so I can come and teach this here for you today. But they want to talk about overwhelm and how that invites something called the saboteur in. No, we don't know the saboteur at all, do we? So the saboteur sees the overwhelm as an invitation to just step right in. Oh, look. He or she is just not leading with her heart right now. She's feeling a little spun out. She's got a lot going on. This is the party I'm always invited to. And the saboteur walks in. And the saboteur likes to say, maybe you can't handle all of this. Maybe you should sell everything and run away to a hut in Mexico. Maybe you need to shut it down. Maybe you need to go and find an external source to drown your sorrows. Maybe you're not good enough. See, it's not going to work out. You can't have it all. What are you thinking about? And he just loves to come and party in that overwhelm. So you will notice signs that the saboteur has arrived when you start to feel self-doubt. When you start to feel like, why am I doing this? When you start to feel feelings of unworthiness, fear, and you're getting farther and farther and farther away from the heart-centered higher self that you are. And then the overwhelm coupled with that takes over. And you just want to shut down. You just want to shut down, or you want to cry, or you want to get it out somehow. And feeling overwhelmed means that you are feeling that you can't handle it all, that you can't do all the things, that you can't show up and do all the things. We've all been there before. So I'm wondering if we can change that narrative and go, okay, overwhelm is here. Am I going to let saboteur into the party? Or I'm going to take 5 minutes, breathe, go back in, and start to think about changing the narrative to, there's a lot going on right now, and I don't know why it's happening all at once. And I'm okay with not knowing why it's happening all at once. But I am fully supported, and I am source, and I will get through this. It's the hardest thing to do, right? Because you're already out there spinning. You're already out there. And the saboteur is like coming, and he's got his wine. And he's like, I'm here. I'm ready to party. So know that overwhelm is just an indication that perhaps that you've gotten farther and farther away from your higher self, because there's external things that you feel like aren't in your control that are happening to you. If they're tasks and you feel really tasked out, make sure you create some space where you can go back in and center. I like to, when I have a big long list, do 1, 2 things, break. 1, 2 things, break. And create a boundary for yourself. Because the overwhelm will make you kind of frantic and panicked and be like, no, I'm not breaking. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to go sit in the sun. I'm not going to go for a walk. I'm not even going to go for lunch until I get these done. And then chances are, pounding through in the overwhelm to get things done, you're going to want to redo them anyway, because they weren't coming from your integral, authentic self. They were just coming from a frequency. I got to get this done. So as much as overwhelm wants you to push through and just get it done so you don't feel that way anymore, it's an opportunity for us to go in and go, okay, why am I overwhelmed? What do I not believe that I can get done? What do I not believe that I can't control? And start picking them off one by one. And then start to put your belief back to your higher self and your source. Easier said than done, I understand. I had a lot of things that happened yesterday, and I can speak of this, that I wasn't necessarily planning on having to happen. And I got a little overwhelmed, and I got a little emotional, and I got a little flustered. And then the saboteur came to the party. Oh, that was really fun. Right? And then when he arrives, and oh my gosh, you start to believe what he's saying because he's pretty loud. But the minute we recognize that he's there is the minute that we can just transmute that. It's not hard work. It's recognizing. Right? Recognizing and becoming aware is the first step. So even if we just learned that that's going to happen, and that overwhelm is going to happen, and that the saboteur is going to come, and maybe you let him in, just naming him and being like, hey, no, you're just a saboteur. Go over there, go back to the cheese plate. We're not having a conversation. Right? I believe in myself. I'm just feeling like I'm tasked out right now. And I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to take a break. Because I'm no longer connected to the source that I am. All right. So we're going to take a minute to do a blooper reel, a frequency connection. Well, we're going to tap into ourselves, our frequency of our core essence. Everybody is coded with a particular frequency to vibe out. And that frequency shines so bright when we are in love, joy, and gratitude. And that's like the clearest channel for you to go and be yourself and have all the things that are coded for you that you want to come faster and directly to you instead of taking the back roads. Okay? So let's just go in there, and let's really, on this full moon, day after, when the saboteur was invited in maybe, let's just go in and just be so gracious with ourselves that we may have fallen for it. And let's just try to clear that today. That's what I'm hearing. All right, have a little moment where you're sitting and you're breathing and your eyes are gently closed. And taking a deep breath and exhale audibly. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears and just be. Becoming aware at the space at the top of the head, allowing source light to pour down through the top of the head, mixing with the source light that you are. Noticing the color today, the consistency, the vibrancy, the temperature. Sending it down to every single cell of the body. Bring it all the way down to the toes and back up to the heart space. Feeling that source love, that cold, that core that you are. And allowing the frequency of grace and kindness to wash over you. For now, we are aware of what happens when we get into overwhelm. Sending that light from the heart space, creating it bigger, bigger, larger, and larger out from the body, out past the physical body and into your beautiful orb. Let's send this beautiful energy of grace and source out into our communities, our houses, the world. For those people that need a reminder not to listen to their saboteur. And it's okay if you feel overwhelmed, just take 5 minutes to connect back in. And it's okay to stop. And it's okay to take 2 steps and then a break. We don't have to push through. If we're feeling a push through, then it's an indicator that we've lost our authentic self. Sending all that beautiful light source energy out, out, out. And allowing that grace, and that knowing, that teaching, that awareness to surround us today. As we go about our day, we are connected to the source we are, to the source all around, that is always abundant, available to you. Softly opening your eyes, closing a little bit at the top of the head. That's right, Rosalie, living in love, joy, and gratitude. Have the best day. I will see you tomorrow, Thursday, for another coffee talk. And that's it. Bye.